Good morning. This is me Nafisa. Today we'll be learning about role of vitamin C in immunity. Common name is vitamin C. Vitamin is made up of two words, vita and amine. Vita is the Latin name for life. Scientific name of vitamin C is ascorbic acid. Vitamin C is an essential micronutrient for humans. Vitamins are required in very small amounts, hence they are mentioned as micronutrients. Animals can make vitamin C, humans can't make. That's why we need to get it from the food that we eat. So, vitamin C is an essential dietary component. Vitamin C or ascorbic acid is a water soluble vitamin. This means that vitamin C dissolves in water and is delivered to the body tissues. Water soluble vitamins are generally not stored in the body. Vitamin C is water soluble. So any excess is usually excreted in the urine rather than stored in the body. Because human body cannot make and cannot store vitamin C, therefore it is absolutely necessary to get our vitamin C daily through food or supplements to maintain adequate levels and avoid deficiency. The recommended dietary allowance for men is 90 milligrams per day and for women it is 75 milligrams per day. Prophylactic prevention of infection requires at least 100 to 200 milligrams of vitamin C per day, which optimizes cell and tissue levels. Most of vitamin C that can be absorbed and properly utilized by the human body is 500 milligrams per day. It is a water soluble vitamin, so anything over 500 milligram usually gets excreted with urine. In contrast, treatment of established infections requires significantly higher gram doses of vitamin C to compensate for the increased metabolic demand. Consider taking 500 mg to 1000 mg of vitamin C if you are a smoker or suffering from cold and flu. The tolerable upper intake level of vitamin C is 2000 milligrams daily. Taking beyond this amount may promote GI distress and diarrhea. What is the meaning of tolerable upper intake level? That is the maximum daily intake which does not cause any harmful effects on the health. Let's learn what are the sources of vitamin C. Many fruits and vegetables are the best sources of vitamin C. Amongst the richest sources of vitamin C are citrus fruits, that is oranges, kiwi, lemon, grapefruit, green and red bell peppers, strawberries, tomatoes, broccoli, sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, white potatoes. Amla or the Indian gooseberry is extremely rich in vitamin C. Take the above as raw or cooked food. Vitamin C from fruits and vegetables is lost when heated or if stored for long periods of time. To get the most nutrients, eat them as soon as possible once they are bought, or do steaming or microwaving of these vegetables for short periods of time to limit the nutrient loss. Vitamin C is also called as the immunity vitamin or immunity superstar. Why is it called so? Because vitamin C is well known for its role in supporting a healthy immune system. Some of the most incredible benefits of vitamin C are: first role of vitamin C is vitamin C helps in the formation of epithelial barrier. Let's understand how. Skin is the body's first line of defense. Skin is an example of physical barrier. Upper layer of the skin is called as the epidermis, consists of a layer of cells called as the epithelial cells, which is responsible for maintaining the barrier function of the skin, or we call it as the epithelial barrier. Intact skin will not allow pathogens or bad bacteria to enter the body and hence no infections. A cut in skin or a break in the skin barrier can become a doorway for infection causing bacteria and hence results in infections. Vitamin C accumulates in the skin preferentially. Vitamin C plays an important role in the formation of the skin barrier or epithelial barrier, and hence there is intact skin. Therefore, vitamin C protects us against pathogens and hence protects against infections. Deeper layer of the skin underneath the epidermis is called as the dermis. Dermis contains high levels of collagen. Collagen boosts skin health. As we are all aware that skin is the largest organ in the body which protects the internal organs from harmful foreign objects. Dermis houses vitamin C. Second role of vitamin C is vitamin C promotes collagen production on the skin, resulting in healthy skin. Collagen, a key protein in the skin, is needed for proper wound healing. Vitamin C increases collagen production and hence vitamin C speeds up wound healing. Iron is another nutrient necessary in wound healing. Vitamin C also boosts iron absorption and hence helps in wound healing. Cytokines are communication proteins released from endothelial cells and certain white blood cells and transmit information to other cells in response to infection and inflammation. Recently, it has been demonstrated that vitamin C has an inhibitory effect on the pro-inflammatory cytokines, therefore decreases inflammation and hence prevents tissue damage. Vitamin C enhances cytokines, that is the chemokines production, and hence enhances chemotaxis, enhances phagocytosis, and ultimately microbial killing. Some cytokines directly fight pathogens. For example, some interferons have antiviral activity. White blood cells are the soldiers of our body. Hence, white blood cells protect the body against infections or diseases. A low count of WBCs is an indicative of weak immune system. A body with weak immune system is unable to fight against disease-causing agents. Without sufficient amount of vitamin C, WBCs are unable to function also properly. WBCs have levels of vitamin C up to 80 times higher than the levels found in the plasma. Vitamin C has three roles here. That is, number one, boosts WBC production, that is, increases the number of WBCs. Also, vitamin C ensures proper functioning of WBCs. Also, vitamin C protects certain white blood cells as vitamin C is an antioxidant. So, can I say that vitamin C directly supports our immune system and hence boosts our immunity? Phagocytic cells such as neutrophils and macrophages enhance chemotaxis, hence enhances phagocytosis, and ultimately microbial killing by generation of reactive oxygen species. Vitamin C accumulates in the phagocytic cells in high concentrations. And vitamin C has two roles here. Number one, vitamin C protects phagocytes from oxidative damage as vitamin C is an antioxidant. And secondly, vitamin C enhances the function of phagocytes, that is, enhances chemotaxis, enhances phagocytosis, and ultimately microbial killing. Natural killer cells kills the cells infected with viruses and cancerous cells. Vitamin C accelerates or promotes proliferation of natural killer cells, resulting in higher cell numbers with accurate functional capacity. Activated T cells proliferate and differentiate into cytotoxic T cells. These cells directly kills infected cells such as virally infected cells and cancerous cells. Helper T cells themselves cannot kill pathogens directly, but they can activate cytotoxic T cells and B cells and also attract phagocytes that do the killing of the pathogens. Memory T cells act as memory of our immune system when the pathogens is encountered the second time. The role of vitamin C in lymphocytes is less clear, but it has been shown to enhance the differentiation and proliferation of T cells. Proliferation means cells divide several times and increase in number. Differentiation is a process by which highly specialized cells are formed. The role of vitamin C in lymphocytes is less clear, but it has been shown to enhance differentiation and proliferation of B cells. B cells undergo proliferation and differentiate into plasma cells and memory cells. Plasma cells make and release between 2000 and 20,000 antibody molecules per second into the blood for the next 4 or 5 days. These antibodies kills pathogens. Memory B cells act as the memory of our immune system when pathogens is encountered the second time. Vitamin C increases serum levels of antibodies. Antibodies are proteins. These antibodies are specific to the pathogen. Antibodies will bind to the invading pathogens and either neutralizes it or kills the pathogens. Antibodies' second role is that it will activate a group of proteins called as the complement system, which again has a role in killing the pathogens. Good antibody function is important for a healthy immune system. Vitamin C helps in the synthesis of immunoglobulins in response to infection and hence boosts immunity. Vitamin C inhibits the apoptosis of various forms of T lymphocytes. What is the meaning of apoptosis? Programmed cell death. Now, T lymphocytes are a type of white blood cell. These T lymphocytes, they are an important part of the cell-mediated immune defense system. So, vitamin C will help to keep the T cells alive and viable. Vitamin C is also needed for the programmed cell death and clearance of the spent neutrophils from the sites of infection by macrophages. Therefore, reduces tissue damage. Collagen is the structural glue that holds us together. More than 80% of all tissues are composed of collagen. Collagen is found in the bones, muscles, tendons, ligaments, cartilage, connective tissue, organs, and even blood vessels of the human body. Without collagen, we wouldn't exist. Vitamin C helps the body to produce collagen. Vitamin C makes collagen, resulting in healthy bones, blood vessels, and keeps the whole body strong. Collagen boosts immunity, and hence, can I say that vitamin C boosts immunity? We are exposed to many oxidative stresses like pollution, radiation, smoking, stress, etc. Oxidative stresses increase harmful free radicals in the tissue. These free radicals are with one or more unpaired electrons. Unpaired electrons means electrons which are missing, and hence they are extremely caustic, rusting everything with which they come into contact with. Excess of free radicals can damage the tissues, and hence it has been linked to diseases like cancer, diabetes, stroke, high BP, inflammatory disorders. Also, oxidative damage can lead to changes in the skin structure. Vitamin C decreases oxidative stress or reverses oxidative damage. Therefore, vitamin C is called as an antioxidant. How does vitamin C reduce oxidative stress? By neutralizing harmful free radicals. How does vitamin C neutralize free radicals? Vitamin C or ascorbic acid donates its electrons and neutralizes free radicals. Therefore, vitamin C functions as a potent antioxidant. Or, in simple words, I can say it as vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant. Antioxidants, in very simple words, means prevents tissue damage and hence reduces the risk of diseases. That is, vitamin C boosts immunity and therefore keeps our body healthy. Because of vitamin C's antioxidant properties, vitamin C reverses oxidative damage on the skin, that is, helps in skin repair and prevents damage to the skin, that is, acts as a physical barrier. In humans, severe vitamin C deficiency has been associated with less immunity and hence more prone to infections. Supplementation with vitamin C appears to be able to both prevent and treat respiratory and systemic infections, as vitamin C enhances or increases various immune cell functions. Some studies have found that regular administration of vitamin C may shorten the duration and severity of common cold. Summarizing, vitamin C is really the superhero amongst all the vitamins. Vitamin C contributes to immune defense by supporting both the natural immunity and the acquired immunity. In humans, severe vitamin C deficiency has been associated with less immunity and more infections, while vitamin C supplementation strengthens immunity and seems helpful to prevent and treat infections. Vitamin C is an essential nutrient for the healthy immune system response. Vitamin C is one of the most important nutrients required by our body. It is known for boosting immunity and hence helps us in keeping away from diseases. Other roles of vitamin C other than that of immunity are: number 1, vitamin C decreases wrinkles and can help prevent premature aging of the skin. Number 2, Prolonged periods of stress should be accompanied by increased intake of vitamin C. Number 3, low levels of vitamin C can also manifest as chronic fatigue. Number 4, vitamin C increases iron absorption and hence prevents iron deficiency. Number 5, vitamin C is a cofactor for several enzymes. Thank you so much. Happy learning.